processes of societal change towards sustainable development, and therefore we collaborate with diverse actors from science, from public administration, policymaking, as well as business, arts, and civil society to develop together a common understanding of sustainability challenges and also to generate potential solutions. So with this transformative, transdisciplinary, and co-creative approach, we aim to bring together all different forms of knowledge generated both within, but also within and outside science, in order to understand the problems of sustainable development, to identify solutions, and also support their implementation, as I already said, together with different actors. And here you already see like the difference to classical research institutes, which gets quite obvious, as usually it's not part of scientific work to work with different actors or to implement solutions. Maybe you generate them, but then you're usually out. So this is quite specific about our work. As you see, we have 120 employees and about 30 fellows. And I will say some words about the fellow program because it is quite important for the Institute, but maybe it also offers opportunities to some of you. So the fellow program is designed to bring people from academia, business world, civil society, and also the arts to the Institute, who provide expertise and create creative input and give inspiration. And in return, so they can come for some months, up to 1 year, I think. And in return, the IASS offers them the opportunity to develop their ideas and individual projects in an international environment of researchers. Here, I wanted to mention that that doesn't concern only the ISS, but Potsdam has also a quite rich research landscape, so there's other institutes on climate research and geological research, which are also, in this way, somehow part of the opportunities you have there. So the fellows get a monthly salary and are supported in their work in various ways, and of course, it's a lot also about benefiting from the exchange with each other and the researchers especially. One last point to this, from 2023 on, we will also be part of the Helmholtz Association, which is the largest German research organization with about 25,000 researchers, so it's really, really big. Of course, that will also bring new opportunities of cooperation in different research fields. This was quite general about the Institute, but now I will come to our research group, which is called Art Science Collaborations for Sustainable Development. There's different goals in this actually still quite small group, which we just started in October 2021. So as you can see here, the first goals are to enable and support art science cooperations at the IASS, but also in this wider context of the Helmholtz Association. And then we have this second point, which consists in establishing public funding structures for artists who work transdisciplinarily on sustainability-related questions, especially in Germany, but also at the moment we are involved in this European context, particularly with the new European Bauhaus initiative. So these two first points you could maybe subsum under the term conceptual work and lobbyism, maybe. Lobbyism to enable transdisciplinary sustainability-driven projects. So there, for example, we connect artists and scientists who are interested in the same topics, or at the moment we are organizing a series of events on the topic of art-science collaborations, where we also engage in dialogue with politicians who are, of course, responsible for the existing funding structures, and also for their change. And then we have this second part, which you can see here, which is quite different. Maybe I would maybe call it advice and monitoring. So we support cultural institutions in processes of sustainable transformation. And then we have this last point, which is maybe the most classical research point, because there our question is what kind of potentials and limits do the arts have in this process of sustainable development. So for these last 2 points, I will give you 2 short examples. So the first one is the point about working with cultural institutions. So this is one of our projects at the moment. It takes place at the Kammerakademie Potsdam, so that's a middle-sized orchestra in Potsdam, where the institute is based. And they decided to go through a transformational process, and they aim to become sustainable on the social but also on the ecological level. And what we do there is to help them with this whole process to find solutions, be it if it concerns questions about mobility or audience diversification. So there's a lot of different topics in this big topic of sustainable transformation. Most of all, we monitor and evaluate this process, because of course the idea is to find also solutions which we can implement also in other contexts. So we want to find the systemic systemic obstacles in orchestras, and want to find ways to overcome them. And then we want to transfer this knowledge to other orchestras, because it is not the only music-related project we have. Second example, you see here. I will try to be brief. So there we developed a theater play together with the director Tobias Rausch, and he wants to tackle the question why we don't act as a society in a more sustainable way, even though we know already so much about the necessities and needs of sustainable life and behavior on this planet. So he was researching a lot during the process of developing the play, but we also wanted to know how it would affect the audience to be confronted with this play, which was quite provocative in itself. And therefore the play was embedded in a research setting. So at the beginning and at the end, the audience had to fill out questionnaires. And also 2 weeks after we had shown the play, we invited some people from the audience to a kind of discussion dinner, which was a really nice event. And the results of our research, you can get a glimpse of it here, but of course that doesn't really mean anything to you now, but that would be too much to tell about it now. But the results of our research will be published probably at the end of the year, actually as a classical scientific paper in science communication, which is quite unusual for us because, as I already said, we don't work so much in this classic scientific frame. So that's my last point. I hope it was interesting for at least some of you, and please get in touch with us if you work on similar topics and are just interested in exchange. If you are interested in our fellow program and want to apply as an artist or researcher or activist, or if you seek the connection to German-based scientists, respectively artists, who work on the same topic as you. Thank you very much.